many key points as I can. So with that being said, family, let's get into it. Now, when you first born, your family signs a deal, right? To sell you to the government. Now, a lot of people will consider this sovereignty or UCC or whatever. But right now, we're going to talk about what that deal is. When you look up the definition of a deal, you'll see it means to engage one in a card game or bring one into a card game. Now, when you sign a record deal or a motherfucking NFL deal or NBA deal or whatever kind of deal on your house, you got to understand that the Masonries, the Masonic lodges, the Freemasons, Masonry itself, the Illuminati own all aspects of entertainment, media, anywhere. So it's nothing you can do where you're not going to have to submit eventually after you make a certain amount of money to the Masonic lodge. Or else you have to go to war with them. So with that being said, deal. Whatever deal that you sign, even though you think you're not upholding the occult, you are. Because America is ran, predicated upon the Kabbalah. The Kabbalah and the Torah card game. Now, the original Torah card game has 22 letters. It was set up by Masonic Jews, a.k.a. Hebrews, because they started that Hebrew whole community, not black people. Black people are trying to adopt that which they think is theirs, but it's really not. Now, with that being said, the original Hebrew language has 22 letters. It's comprised of 27 total. It has 22 medial letters and then 5 fixed form letters. So the 22 medial letters are exact frequency representations of the original Torah card game, which was created by Masonic Jews in order to create and cast upon the world the occult matrix. And they make you live your life according to the Torah card game, which I'm getting ready to break down as best as possible until I can get this PowerPoint presentation to show y'all slide for slide for slide. So with that being said, your parents sign a deal with the American government, aka they engage you into the Torah card game, Occult America, to which means you follow the rules of the Matrix now. Now, with that being said, you now are owned by the state. Now, you grow up living your life thinking that these set of rules and laws that you have to follow are actually the way it's supposed to be, but it's not. They are nothing more than fictitious statutes that you follow, predicated upon Luciferian practitioners, satanic and occult practitioners who created these set of rules. It's not no secret that the founding fathers of this country were Masons. And what you think they was doing? They was practicing the occult. And they set up a country that runs off spiritual energy. Extraction. So now let's break this down, right? Energy. When you look up the etymology of the word energy, it literally means within. Okay? So you are giving that which is within you in order to uphold that which is outside of you, which has nothing to do with you. So just like a car runs off gas, the Matrix runs off you engaging in it. So let's break this down. You've been living your life. Everything you've been doing has been for the benefit of the system. You grow up, you get a job, right? Now, you get a paycheck, right? You paying for your sins. When you pay for something, that's not good. Like when you do something, somebody says you're going to pay for that. You are paying with your energy, okay? You are paying with your energy. Every city hall, every capital is nothing more. Every state is like a cell. I mean, every city is like a cell. And every state is like a body, right? And the governor is the brain of that body. But the capitals and all of that, when you go downtown in these cities, those are the nucleuses of each cell, right? Now, we know one thing about what the nucleus of a cell does. It's where the intelligent information is housed. It's where the DNA is housed. So the intelligence of each city is always held at their city hall or downtown or at a building downtown in their city. Now, with that being said, you're living inside of a cell. Each state has its own rules, its own body, its own body of government, its own frequency. Now, with that being said, while you in this state, in order to be deemed a law-abiding citizen, you have to pay taxes. Taxes come from the Greek word tassian, which means to fix. Now, taxes are used to fix the motherfucking matrix. So whenever something's falling apart in this wicked-ass system that's not supposed to be here, the taxes go up. They tax you in order to fix this broke-ass system that's not supposed to be here anyway. Now, when I told people to leave the system, y'all want to look at me like I'm motherfucking crazy. The system is what's enslaving you. The word slave became converted to citizen. Do your motherfucking history on this Constitution. So now what you're doing is you're being tricked to willfully engage into your own occultic slavery, okay? I already broke down how every slave master was a Freemason. In slavery, they made you work 6 days a week. While you was at work, they sent your kids off to school. And on the 7th day, which was Sunday, they gave you church. They fake released your ass from slavery, okay? Converted the word to citizen, Ask black people, do they want to come back into the plantation, aka corporate America? Some of you silly motherfuckers said yes, because y'all thought y'all couldn't live without the white man, and you went back to willfully doing what you was already doing, which is working 6 days a week, going to church on Sunday, and sending your children off to their goddamn Western hemispheric indoctrinating ass public school systems. So that being said, you just reconverted your slavery from involuntary to voluntary.